What's going on, everybody? My name's Benjamin Notini. I'm 23 years old. I'm a Platinum Executive Director inside of our company here at LegalShield, and I'm excited to be able to bring this information to you today. See, the reason your friend sent you this video was not to get you to buy something, not to get you to join something, but to simply share some information with you. See, I believe that every single one of us is making extremely important decisions day in and day out. Whether it's the decision on what school you're going to attend, what career you're going to pursue, or the job you're going to work, right? The decisions we're making today and tomorrow, next week, they're shaping our lifestyles 3, 5, 10 years from now. You know, the kind of car you drive, the house you live in, the vacations you take your family on. And so if the decisions we make on a daily basis are shaping our lifestyle, I think it's important that everybody knows what is readily available to them in the marketplace and what options they have. And what's incredible to me is when I started working with this company about 2.5 years ago, none of my friends knew that this option existed, right? I found out that like 99% of the people I knew had no idea that this was available to them. And so that's what this video is for. This video is to show you guys just an option that may or may not be for you. You know, for me personally, I went from working 2 full-time jobs as a bartender and a server, nearly 80 hours a week as a college dropout, to now I work from home full-time. I've been blessed to travel the entire country, speak on stages in front of thousands of people, and my life has been completely transformed thanks to this opportunity. And so I'm going to minimize myself here and hang out over in this top corner, and I'm going to go over some information with you guys. Like I said, just to present the information. And so the name of our company is LegalShield, and this presentation is all about personal growth, professional opportunity, and a powerful journey. See, the best business models of today, they have a few things in common. Number 1, they simplify a process. Number 2, they're disruptive, mainly in pricing. 3, they have a noble cause. 4, they are not easily duplicated. And 5, they have an app, right? Everybody has an app. So let's take a look at some examples. What are we talking about? Well, everybody knows that Blockbuster was blockbusted by Netflix and Hulu and just all video streaming in general because it's simpler, easier, and more affordable. No more late fees, right? And, you know, retail, bookstores, things of that nature, all retail is down. Why is that? Because we have services like Amazon. Amazon, rather than, you know, going to a store and walking up and down aisles looking for the item you want, you press a button on your phone, you enter into the search engine what it is you want, it pops up, you order it, and they deliver it to your front door. It's simpler, easier, more affordable. And why do we show you these slides? It's so that you can see that the economy is shifting, business is shifting, and you can either shift with it or you can get left behind. And so what our company deals with is the legal profession. See, attorneys, they're expensive, they're unresponsive, and they're unaccountable. And we have a disruptive innovation all ran through a smartphone that gives you access to the system, makes it more affordable, accountable, responsive, just takes the entire thing and makes it simpler, easier, and more affordable, just like all these other companies are doing in their industries. So a little bit about our company. We've been around since 1972, so we're 45 years old. We protect approximately 4.6 million lives throughout the US and Canada. So there's already millions of people throughout the entire United States and Canada who already protect themselves with this service. And we have a dedicated network of quality law firms in all 50 states and 4 provinces in Canada, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, 5 stars on Facebook Consumer Affairs. And we're really just getting started here. And so our purpose is we protect and empower people. Simple as that. And our vision is to provide equal access to the liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that every human deserves and expects. Now, what you're looking at right now is the home screen of our app. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about our service. Just like when you have AAA, you are covered nationwide. When you have LegalShield, you are covered nationwide. We have over 7,000 law firms over all 50 states. And so when you have our service, it doesn't matter what state or what county you're in, you are protected. Okay? And so a little bit of, I'll tell you what is provided through our service, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how much it costs at the end. And so if you look at this top button here, it says call your law firm. You press that button Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, normal business hours, and you can have unlimited legal consultation. What does that mean? Well, typically, on average, it's about $250 to $300 an hour to talk to an attorney. This means that you press that button right there and you can talk to an attorney who specializes in the category of law in which your question pertains to. You can ask as many questions as you'd like for as long as you'd like. You can call every single day with a new matter if you want to, and you never get charged a bill for that. It's absolutely incredible. Also, letters and calls made on your behalf. If you're ever dealing with a business, an employer, or another individual who's treating you unfairly or owes you money, you can press this button right here and your law firm will actually step in and act as a mediator to represent your best interests. For me personally, about a year ago, I was moving out of my apartment complex. My leasing office wanted to keep my $500 security deposit. I didn't want them to keep my $500 security deposit, right? And we were at this point where I thought I was entitled to the money. They weren't going to give it to me. So rather than complaining, rather than being on the phone and being all mad, I pressed a button on my phone, tapped my app, called my law firm, explained the situation to them. They drafted up a letter basically saying all the exact same things that I had said. But the difference was there were 46 attorney names on the letterhead. And when the leasing office got that letter from the law firm, I got a call from the property manager apologizing to me about the misunderstanding that just a week ago was their policy. And the very next week, that $500 was put back into my bank account. You can rest assured that I felt very empowered when that happened. Also, we have contracts and documents reviewed. If you're going to sign something for an apartment, car, or a cell phone bill, before you just sign away, you can email or fax that document over to your law firm, have them review it for you. Make sure that there's nothing in there that's going to hurt you long term. Also, IRS audit assistance. If you ever get audited by the IRS, you have 50 hours of a tax attorney's time to sit down and work with you through that audit. Civil, family law, domestic, family, uncontested divorce, adoption, separation, and name change. All those things, as long as they're uncontested, are completely covered underneath our membership. And then, of course, civil trial defense as well. In trial time and pre-trial time. Now, this next button right here, snap speeding tickets, this is probably my personal favorite part of our service. This is incredible. You press this, you get a speeding ticket in any county, in any state, in the entire United States. All you have to do is press this button right here, okay? You take a picture of the ticket, you take a picture of your license, you enter in your court date, you send it into your law firm, and within 8 business hours, your law firm will call you back and they will connect you with an attorney who practices traffic law in the county, in the state you got the ticket in. So understand, it doesn't matter if you're in Florida, Texas, or California, you go through the same process regardless of where you got the speeding ticket, and it's handled the exact same way. What I love most about it is if it's just a speeding ticket, no criminal charges, reckless endangerment, or anything like that, the attorney will actually go to court for you for no attorney fees. All you have to pay for is the court costs and the fines. Now, what's also incredible is if it is a criminal charge, like a reckless endangerment, you still have an attorney who goes to court on your behalf. And they actually do it at a discounted rate. So it's absolutely incredible across the board. Now, the next part of our service, prepare your will. It's sad, but 7 out of 10 people do not have a will prepared. Now, the reason that's sad is because 10 out of 10 people are going to die. And so if we're all going to make that leap one day, it's important that we have the proper documents in place. Your will, your living will, healthcare power of attorney, a durable power of attorney. All those things are so key. And when you're a member of LegalShield, you can actually start getting your will done right away at the press of a button on your app, and you can actually go through the entire process with the help of an attorney. Guys, that is a big deal right there, okay? That is not a small thing to be able to get that document and get all of those documents in place. Now, also, this last button, our emergency legal access. You press this button 24/7, 365, day or night. It doesn't matter if it's 2:30 a.m. on New Year's Eve or Christmas. You press this button and you can have an attorney on the phone to represent you in an emergency situation. So if you're ever being arrested, questioned, or detained, press a button on your phone and have somebody there to represent you. If you ever get into a car accident and you're not sure whose fault it was, you don't want to say anything to incriminate incriminate yourself to the other driver, to the witness, or the police when they come and take a report, you press a button on your phone and you have somebody who's going to tell you what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do, what information to gather, what to take pictures of, and you're going to be covered for the best possible outcome in this situation. Now, also, if you're injured at work or in an accident, you can talk to your provider law firm about representing you on a contingency basis, which means you don't pay any hourly rates. If you ever are in an auto accident, if you're hurt on the job, or if you're a victim of medical malpractice, our attorneys will actually represent you on a contingency basis, which means you don't have to pay anything until you get paid. Right? So until you win your lawsuit with our attorneys, you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. This is an incredible part of our service, and families are insane to not protect themselves and their children with this. I'm so serious on this. And so everything else that we didn't just cover that you would need an attorney for, that is covered at a 25% preferred member discount. So things like a DUI, bankruptcy, contested adoption, contested divorce, things that, the attorneys are going to need a little bit more time to take care of. Well, what I love most is we never pay retail again. So anything you'd ever need an attorney for, you still get that 25% preferred member discount. It's absolutely incredible the amount of value that we get from the service. And then just to top it all off, LegalShield partners up with over 450 different companies that offer our members discounts, which means if you have Sprint, Verizon, or AT&T, you can save money on your monthly phone bill because those are businesses that we partner up with directly who offer our clients discounts. So this is incredible because most people take advantage of these discounts and they save more money every single month by having this membership than it even costs. And so let's talk about how much does it cost, right? Well, before that, who's covered? The entire family is covered. The member spouse, never married dependent children under the age of 26 living at home, as well as full-time college students, dependent children under the age of 18 for whom the member is a legal guardian, and then physically or mentally disabled children living at the home, and that's for the lifetime of the policy. And so, which would you choose? $250 an hour for one attorney, or about $1 a day for an entire law firm? See, for you and your entire family to be covered underneath this service, it only costs $24.95 a month, $24.95 a month to represent your entire family with some of the top-rated law firms across the entire country. Think about that, guys. What's the difference between an attorney and a law firm? Well, what's the difference between a doctor and a hospital? All right, you're getting access for you and your family to all of these different services from AV-rated law firms across the entire country in every single state. It's absolutely incredible, the concept that we have here with LegalShield. And so before I talk about the money that we make promoting the service, because there is a lot of money to be made, right? We have one other product that's equally as important as our LegalShield product, and that's our ID Shield service. So, we all know that there's so many data breaches going on right now. I mean, think about what just happened with the Equifax breach. 143 million individuals had their information compromised in a single breach. What does that mean? Your social security, your address, your emails, all this private information has been taken by hackers. Over 143 million people were affected in just one data breach. And there has been hundreds of breaches that have taken place over the last several years. And so the issue is criminals don't want your money. That's the common mistake. People think that criminals want your money. They don't. They want your identity. And so with our service, we offer complete identity theft protection, monitoring, and restoration. So, some of the most common identity theft issues are tax return, medical claims, social security claims, credit, driver's license, criminal and character fraud. And so we monitor everything that makes you you. Not only do we give you an updated credit score right on the home screen of your app, but we also monitor your social security number, your passport, medical ID, emails, loans, bank accounts, black market website surveillance, social media. You name it, we're protecting it, we're looking at it. And this is what sets us apart from everybody else who offers identity theft protection, is we have a $5 million service guarantee. That means that if your information is ever compromised and you are protected with our service, we will do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to restore your information back to pre-theft status. And by the way, we'll do it to the tune of $5 million, and that is per claim. So, we're looking at these two incredible services, our LegalShield and our ID Shield. These aren't lotions, potions, and soaps. These aren't vitamins or health supplements or any of that other stuff. These are things that people want and people need. And not to mention, but people save more money every single month with our Member Perks program than these memberships even cost. So that's huge to think about. For an entire family, it's $49.90 a month to have access to both of these services. $24.95 for the LegalShield, and then $24.95 for the ID Shield. If you're single, you're ready to mingle, you can't find nobody to love you, we give you a discount with our services, right? With the ID Shield, it's actually $9.95. So you look at spending $34 a month for both of these services as an individual, rather than opposed to $49 a month for an entire family. And that's huge. I mean, you cannot find value like this in most places, especially, when I tell you personally, I've saved over $1,200 over the last 12 months using our Member Perks program. Those are on things like hotel rooms, rental cars, flights, clothes, movies, going out to eat. I'm saving money at all these different locations and all these different things just by protecting myself with these services. It's a win-win-win. And so how do we make money? How do we make money working with this company? How do we make money? Well, here's the deal. It's all about word-of-mouth marketing and team building. See, we're familiar with companies like Facebook, and we all went out there and we grew Facebook to over 2 billion users, but none of us made a dime by going out and telling our friends to join Facebook. None of us made a cent by going out and friend requesting all of our friends. And we think about Uber. Uber saw what Facebook did. Uber said, hey, well, you know what? This word-of-mouth marketing thing really works. Let's incentivize people to share our service. So if you share our service with somebody, we'll give them a free ride. If they use that free ride, we'll give you a free ride. And so now people were not only incentivized to go out and share Uber, but they were incentivized to go out and get people to use Uber. And Uber actually grew faster than Facebook did. And right now they're adding over 50,000 drivers a month worldwide. And so our company, LegalShield, is genius because they say, rather than giving people, free legal services, why don't we pay people money? Anywhere between $60 and $280 every single time a family is protected with our services. So there's 4 different ways we get paid. The first way we get paid is the daily commissions, advanced commissions. And so when you get started working with LegalShield, you get started working as an associate. As an associate, if you go out and you protect a family with our $49.90 plan, you get paid an advanced commission of $60. Think about that. You're protecting somebody with a membership that costs $50, and the company is sending you an advanced commission of $60. Now, this is what I love most of all. If you go out and just protect 6 families, or if you find one person who wants to build this business with you, one person who wants to make money with you, and you protect them with the service, and then just 2 others, so 3 customers and 1 associate, or just 6 customers. You do one of those 2 things, and you go from being an associate to a senior associate. And so what happens when you hit senior associate is your commissions actually double. You go from making $60 a membership to $120 a membership. That's huge. And what's incredible is you can continue to get higher and higher commissions the more you go up our compensation plan. And so, you can get all the way to the point of a director, where every time as a director you protect a family with with both of our services, you get paid an advance commission of $190. And so think about that. You can go out and protect, 5 families a week and nearly make $1,000 a week just off protecting families. And so that's the first way we get paid, is going out and just protecting families with the service and getting advanced commissions. Now, the second way we get paid is called team overrides. Now, I personally didn't understand this concept, this part of our compensation plan when I first started. See, what happened for me is I went all the way from associate to manager just by protecting families with the service. My parents needed the service, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, family, friends, some of my classmates needed this service, right? And so I went all the way to manager. But what happened is my roommate at the time saw that I had made several $100s protecting people with a service that just made sense. And he looked at me and he said, "Is this something that I can do too?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, if you know people, you can actually join my team." And what happened is I signed him up as an associate. He became an associate right here. And he went out and he protected his first family with the membership. When he did that, he made $60. But I got paid the team override, which was the difference between manager and associate, which was $20 plus $20. I got paid $40 for a transaction I wasn't present for. When that happened, a light bulb went off in my head. I realized for myself that if I could do this one time with one person, what if I could do this 10 times with 10 people every single week? And then I went to work to start building a team and creating leveraged income. Now, let's talk about the power of leveraged income. See, if you work a job, there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact is, you go to work, you get paid. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. If you see what we're doing here and it makes sense, let's say year one, you go out and you find 5 people who want to build this business with you. Just 5. No more, no less. Year 2, those 5 go out and do the same thing. Year 3, those 25 go and do the same thing. Year 4, those 125 go and do the same thing. By year 5, you would have over 3,100 people who every time they market one of these memberships, it contributes to your household's income. Now, obviously, it's not going to work out all perfect like that. But let's just say 5% of this number, 5% of these 3,100 people sell one membership a month. That is very realistic, right? 5% sell one membership a month. That's 150 memberships a month. That would put you at the rank of executive director. And as an executive director earning an executive director override of $50 or more, okay, what's 50 times 150? Well, that's nearly $7,500 a month in leveraged income. That's $7,500 a month that you're making off memberships that you're not personally selling. I hope that all makes sense. It's incredible. It's changed my life. It's given me so much time freedom and the ability to travel and earn money without having to show up at an office every day. And so get paid more with incentives, right? When you get started with us, as an associate, you get paid $60 per every membership. Now, if you go from associate to senior associate in your first 20 days, our company will give you an extra $180 bonus. So remember I was talking about recruit one person, protect 3 people with the membership. You get paid $180 in the commissions. But if you do it in your first 20 days, they actually give you an extra $180 bonus. You're literally 180 plus 180. You're making $360 right away, right from the beginning. So let's take a look at this chart, right? From associate to senior associate, if you advance in your first 20 days, that's a $180 bonus. Now get this. If you bring somebody into the business and you help them earn that $180 bonus, you actually earn a $360 bonus. So if you bring somebody in and you help them go from associate to senior associate, the company gives them 180 and they give you 360. The company pays out a total of $540 in just bonuses whenever we help somebody get paid and promoted and go to the next level of senior associate. Now, what's incredible is once you hit senior associate, you have 30 days to go to that next rank of manager. When you hit manager for the first time, our company pays you an advance, another bonus of $360. Now, this is incredible income, getting paid out to you right away. Now, also what I love about our compensation plan is when you reach that top rank of executive director and you maintain it for 3 months, you're going to get a one-time $10,000 bonus. I've personally been able to help a few people earn that bonus over the last 2 months, and I've earned that bonus myself in the past. So, that bonus right there is not something that, people, that's not just meant for some people, that's meant for everybody. That bonus is something that everybody can join our compensation plan and get paid. It's absolutely incredible. And so I love this. The third part of our compensation plan, our performance club. See, our company gives us the opportunity to earn 4 paid-for trips every single year just by being consistent with activity on a month-in and month-out basis. So if you're willing to stay consistent and produce and perform every single month, you can stay inside of our performance club and qualify for these trips. And not just that, but you can earn freedom bonuses, where every month you stay in the performance club family, you stay in the performance club, qualified category, you're earning extra money, extra bonuses every single month just by going out and either protecting a few families with the service or bringing a few people in for our opportunity and helping them get paid and promoted. Now, the last way we get paid is, I love this because this allows people like myself at the age of 23 to start building an absolute legacy. And it doesn't matter what age you are. This allows you to create income that will one day pay you even when you're not working. See, the concept is, if you have car insurance, you pay that bill month after month after month after month. Every month you pay that bill, the person who sold you your car insurance gets paid a little bit of money month after month after month after month. And so we all have residual bills. Why don't we have residual income? See, this is incredible. All of the money we've been talking about up to this point is paid in advance commissions. See, when somebody keeps the service, starting in month 13 of them having our membership, you get paid a percentage of that membership every single month for the lifetime of the policy. So month 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and beyond, every month that your members stay on the books, you earn a percentage of that commission month after month after month after month. And you don't just earn residuals on the memberships that you sell. You actually earn residuals on the memberships that you earn overrides off of from the memberships that your team sells. So if you truly understand this and you understand this business model, if you work this the right way for 5 to 7 to 10 years, this is an opportunity that you can set yourself up with to be financially independent and financially free for the rest of your life. And so how much does it cost to get started working with our opportunity, right? Because in America, if you want to make money, it takes money. And that's true whether you start a traditional business or start a home-based business. Now, what I love about LegalShield is, unlike all those other companies where you spend $500 worth of useless product, just to get started, here you spend $99 one time, and that gives you your own back office and your own website to be able to operate and run your entire business from. See, if you have people in different states from where you are, you can actually just send them a link to your website, sign them up, and the company pays you when that happens. And so when you're spending this $99, that's an investment into your own LegalShield franchise. Anybody can come up with that, and that's why I love it. And if you were paying attention earlier, go out and go from associate to senior associate, and you basically triple your initial investment, and that's something that we like to help people do week 1, day 1, if possible, right? Just all depends on the individual and what they're looking to accomplish. Now, how do we build this? It's all about tools and events. See, you might be looking at this information right now and you might say, hey, all this sounds great, but how the heck am I supposed to do this? Well, think about the fact of that you're watching a video that's explaining all this information for you. The person who sent you this video, they didn't have to explain anything to you. And so if you see the idea and you understand the concept of what we're doing, you also have the opportunity to get on board here. And if you can just get people to review tools and videos like this one, they can get all of the understanding for themselves without you having to go out and sell them on anything. All you have to be able to do is get them to properly review the materials so they can get the full education understanding just like you did today. Now, when you are a member of LegalShield and you're running your home-based business, we spend $20 a month to keep our websites updated and active. Now, the first month is free when you spend that $99 to become an associate, but every single month after that, you're spending $19.95 a month to keep your websites and your back office updated and running day in and day out. You also get access to 2 mobile apps called Prospect by LegalShield and LegalShield Engage. These apps literally allow you to run your business from the palm of your hand. It's that simple. Now, We have a proven track record here at LegalShield. We have over 400 people who make over 6 figures a year working our business. We have over 150 people who make over $50,000 a year. We have 230 millionaire club members, people who have made over $1 million working with our company. And in the last 10 years alone, we have paid out over $1 billion in commissions. And we're looking to pay out, a lot more than that over the next upcoming years. And so our associates enjoy freedom and flexibility, belonging to a noble cause, financial opportunity, spending quality time with family, and living life on your own terms. And so if this information makes sense to you, a couple of action steps. Number one, become a member. Get yourself protected with the service. Get your family protected with the service. Number two, if the business makes sense to you, become an associate, right? Step number three, get trained. Step number four, let's go to work to get you paid and promoted. So I really appreciate every single person who